Today I fucked up by leaving class to get a BJ. Obligatory. This didn't happen today, but 2 years ago. Background. I met my girlfriend at the time in college. We had a class together and sat next to each other. After texting about the homework every night, we realized we really liked each other. One thing led to another, and by the middle of the semester we were dating. We were pretty inseparable. One day we were at school, spending the day together as usual. More background. She didn't have a car, so we'd meet at school since she took the bus. I commuted 30 minutes to school in my car. That day we did homework together, ate at Moe's, the burrito place, the usual. Before I continue, know that this girl had a sex drive unlike anything I'd ever seen before. I have a pretty high libido, actually a really high libido to be honest. But if I was like an 8/10, she was at least an 11. Typical guy here, so can't complain. Until one day we're in class, we'd only been dating for a few months, maybe less, and she sends me a text saying she wants to suck my dick. I was like, right now? And she was like, right now. I was not in the mood, but that can change pretty quickly, so I go with it. Zero complaints here, the lecture is boring as usual, and it's a really big class, so no one would pay any mind if we both left. 13-year-old me would be cheering and jumping up and down at this situation. I see no wrong. So we leave. It's about a 15-minute walk to the parking lot. We held hands the whole walk and we didn't say a word. I knew what was about to go down, and when no one was in our vicinity she'd give me a little touch. She was always about her business and knew what she was doing. At this point I am completely turned on. We get to the parking garage, which is decently packed by the way, and sit in the backseat. We're on the 4th or 5th floor. She proceeds to go down on me very enthusiastically. Lots of spit plus gagging, etc. It's winter-ish, so we're both wearing a few layers. It's one of those dick through the boxer hole blowjobs. Everything is going well until she gags and immediately stops. I ask what's wrong and she starts to panic. She says, I think I spit too much, and I'm very reassuring like, no, don't worry, I like it a lot. Then she says, no. You don't understand, I spit too much. I'm a bit confused at first. Then the smell hits. I hate puke. I hate it more than anything in the world. To me, it is the worst smell in existence. I am mortified. We had just had Moe's. Tiny chips, man, tiny chips. I immediately open my door and get out. The next minute happened so fast. I'm outside of my car, dick out, and I start puking. If any civilian walked by me right then they would have called 911, it was probably an awful sight. I get my shit together and survey the damage done in the backseat. She is profusely apologizing, on the verge of tears. I get a rag and a spare shirt from my trunk and start cleaning. I had Febreze in the car, thank God, and I sprayed it everywhere. It was an admittedly quick and effective cleanup. Most of the puke was on my dick, which I wiped off. In the panic, I littered the shirt and rag. Bad guy moment. Sorry, it was life or death. I hate puke. I get in my car and start driving home. I live with a few roommates and I know no one is home. Now that it's over with, I reassure her that it's okay. It was an accident, and I'm not mad one bit. Who gets mad over accidents? However, she was on a loop, saying sorry and super jittery. That's fine. Life is pretty good for the next few hours. We get home. We shower one at a time. We were new to dating and the thought of a together shower didn't occur to me, nor had we done that yet. I just remember getting home and running the shower. Then we're cuddling in my bed, fresh and clean, panic is over. Long story short, we sex, and I greet her with the largest cumshot I've ever produced to this day. I think stopping and starting up again had something to do with it. Life is good, but it's getting late, so it's time to drop her home. We go outside, it's freezing, and we have about a 30-minute ride home. She lives with her parents who are super strict. They don't even know she has a boyfriend, cultural thing. When I go to open my car door, I realized it's locked. Not only is it locked, I see the keys in the passenger seat. Uh-oh. We're stranded. She is already a few fake stories deep with her parents, and now it's gonna get bad if I don't get her home soon. AAA takes forever and I end up having to buy her a $45 Uber home. To a broke college student, that was like 40 McChickens at the time. Huge loss. It was definitely an eventful day. I have some fond memories of it though. Too long did not read. Leave class to get blowjob from girl in parking garage. She pukes on my dick. I drive home to shower and lock my keys in the car. Are you still with her? Measures monetary value in McChickens. #sex. This is an absolute rollercoaster of emotions. Of all the sexed-up McSex stories on this sub, this never sexed the most. Know that this girl had a sex drive unlike anything I'd ever seen before. She lives with her parents who are super strict. They don't even know she has a boyfriend. Cultural thing. Repressing sexuality is a dangerous game. Parenting pro tip. Today I fucked up by falling in love with my hookup. So I'm an average 29-year-old guy and I had been in a relationship with the love of my life, or at least I thought she was, for a few months. After getting dumped by my girlfriend 'cause of her psychological issues and struggling with some mild depression for about a month or so, I installed a dating app on my phone to distract myself by meeting new girls, have a few casual dates and get over her. Soon after, I matched with a cute 20-year-old girl who lived in a neighboring city half an hour away by train. We didn't have much in common apart from the fact that we were both homebodies and she was pretty much an airhead, tad bit annoying but mostly cute kind. Surprisingly though, our messaging went on smoothly for several days before she invited me over to watch a movie together last Sunday. Of course, I didn't turn her down. I went to her place the same day. She was much cuter IRL compared to her overly filtered photos on her Instagram. We went straight to bed and watched a horror movie on her phone. We cuddled, hugged, kissed and of course had some not really unexpected sex. Everything was cool. The problem is after that. I've been thinking about her constantly since then, and I think I fell in love with her. I certainly didn't plan for a new potential relationship this soon, and I'm not even sure if I want one. I don't want a rebound girl either. She's gonna come to my place next Sunday and I'm thinking of asking her out. I know this isn't our relationship_advice, but I'm definitely open to suggestions and/or warnings. Too long did not read. I fell in love with my Tinder date who I only hooked up with to forget about my ex. You are not in love with her, you are in love with your idea of her. After one date you don't even begin to know the person. People need to chill with the word love. You don't even know what it is if you use the term this lightheaded. Am I the only one bothered by the fact that she wanted to watch a full-length movie on her phone? At first the age difference seemed a bit much, but after reading how you might have fallen in love with your one-time hookup, I think you might be too immature to date 20. Now that you know the sex is good, go on a few dates in public with sex not being an option. Get through 3 or 4 dates without sex and then ask yourself, do I like this person? She was pretty much an airhead, tad bit annoying but mostly cute kind. This doesn't read like you're falling in love, to be honest. What you're experiencing is a chemical reaction in your brain caused by a dopamine release. Love isn't instant, attraction is. By all means ask her out but slow down.